Welcome back to Astra Season. It's 11, and the Queen of Aether raids, Brunia, probably making an appearance today. So we should have some fun matches, hopefully. I keep getting unlucky with the day 1 matches on defense. We'll take a look at this later. It's, I have some... I'm not stoked about it, but I understand. So, anyway, it's good. It's probably worth the 40 loss to have an actual rematch to take in Astra Season, because it's more valuable here. We're not going to do it today. We're going to go in random. Let's play. Actually, first, let's just make sure everyone has their right sets on, yeah? The only real change here is that I'm using Chris as a bonus unit. I know Fjorm would have been free, but I think Chris can actually tank through Seer, which is super useful in terms of some baiting, and he does have joint drive attack, which is better support. I have Swift Stance on him right now to just shut down through Seer, but I might end up giving him drive speed actually, just to double up with Corrin to support Brunia. We'll see. And we have Matthew as a Vantager, because synergy with Micaiah might actually make him more useful in Astra Season. Anyway, that is the setup, so let's play the game. Yeah, that's what we need. Tier 21, but I'm only tier 20. This looks fine. Yes, I do believe that my girl will not have any trouble with this one. The Queen of Aether raids herself. So ultimately I think what I'm going to want to do is take the tile. Fjorm might be a little bit of a pain, since I don't really have a green unit. Actually, maybe we should bait from over here, just so we don't have to deal with that. I think that there is some appeal to that, actually. No, it's hard to set up. Let's just... I'm not worried about this team, really, so let's just try it from here. And this is going to be the one in case we need dominance for the extra damage on Fjorm, actually. Because I think with dominance, Altina should be able to do it for sure. So...
What is your desire?
Here we go.
By your will. Let's go together with utter certainty.
Like this.
A little nervous here.
Yes.
Ideal.
As you say.
Certainly.
Whatever. You take the panic.
Yes.
She runs Moonbow.
By your will. Yes.
That's actually...
By your will.
This way?
Actually, if we do this...
Yes.
Yes. That's better. Attack smoke will be very helpful. Who's... Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that should all just work out. And this should set us up to have Hector last. So let's see what happens. Yep. Yes. Just as I had hoped.
I see.
By your will. As you say.
Duma will be a problem.
This way?
That actually surprises me. I would have thought he'd be able to do more. Let's see then.
It will be done.
Let's begin.
Consider it done.
Okay, that's about what I expected, so... If there's no Wings of Mercy, Hector can't do anything. Okay. Wow, she does a lot of damage. Perfect. Just what we wanted.
By your will. With utter certainty.
Uh,
Consider it done.
Little
let's
nervous
do
here.
it like this.
I see.
Yes.
Easy enough. And we're actually going to end up breaking everything on this map. It looks like.
Certainly.
Yeah, we feed that to
Have my
Micaiah.
trust.
Take
Let's
the
go
pot.
together.
And that's our match for today, ladies and gentlemen. It's an easy day one. So the queen continues to assert her dominance. Haha. Actually, we didn't even need the dominance this match. Probably would have been a little bit easier. Wouldn't have had to deal with Fjorm if I just let it rip on the engagement turn. But I stand by keeping it in the back pocket. Oh, I probably could have used it to get that kill with Chris too. Well, we're learning. We will not make these mistakes when they count. That's the plan. So let's take a look at the defense result. Yeah, so I do think this is going to be a pretty acceptable one for the rematch because they're not using any mythics, and Ophelia's +1, Fjorm's +2. It's just not really the strongest. It doesn't strike me as a highly invested AR player necessarily, which is fine, but it does mean that I would much prefer to take their defense team over the guy with 2+10 Cuirassiers and a maxed out Lysithea or something. Also, I'm kind of astounded that these are the stats of a +1 Ophelia like this. I do have a +speed one that I was thinking about +1ing for AR purposes, so it's something that might happen. Anyway, let's just see. So I think it's pretty obvious what's going to happen here, right? They, because the freedom of the team comp kind of just allows them to go off, basically. And I hadn't realized this before, but I think even with a more score optimized team, Ophelia is a really good pick against Seliph because the AoE takes him below half before combat so that she can just nuke him. Maybe I should have gone +res, but it doesn't happen often enough to really matter. But yeah, she is, I mean, if you actually look at this, right, the only units that are actually involved in the clear are basically repo bots, Ophelia, a dancer, and then the isolation. And I have to wonder if you did it right, you could probably get away without the isolation, even? They didn't even take the pots, which, I mean, it's an unlucky draw. There's nothing else to say. Hopefully we will have some pretty good results the rest of the week. Guess I can fish now. Anyway, good game to Gumi. I imagine that's not the same Gumi who plays Samus in Melee, but if it is, big fan, honestly. Thanks for coming by. Hope you enjoyed this day. Yeah, so let's actually put up the fish theme for now. Might as well get the most we can out of that loss. And I believe I matched the offensive structures already. So that is day one of Astra Season. Not the hardest match, and Brunia made it relatively free, honestly. I do like that Chris made it a little bit easier. I stand by my use of an Astra Blessing even when it wasn't necessary because of that. And that's really all there is. I'm working on a bunch of new builds for arena units. I think I have low attack speed fodder, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on what to do with it. I'm considering giving it to either Ross or Norn right now, kind of leaning toward Norn. I think I want to turn her into a new tank for light season just to shake things up, and because I'm realizing that Kane's movement and transformation restrictions do make things a little bit difficult sometimes in terms of getting pots and etc. So yeah, I think Norn can be very fun. I do not have access to Spendthrift right now, so I would be using Devilish Bow from Halloween Niles, and I think that could be fun too. Ultimately looking for Spendthrift close foil, obviously, but an option. Could also just run Guard Bow. I don't know, I would love to hear your thoughts on low attack speed and Norn in Aether raids. And I think that's all there is for today. It's a pretty short one. Day 1 tends to be easy. So I will say goodbye for now, and wish you better luck than me on defense and about the same on offense. Hope it goes well, everyone. See ya.